So, hello everyone, we're finally back, right? My Hero Academia, episode 2, season 4, episode 65 altogether. So yeah, it finally starts now, right? Of course, last we had a recap, which was a good recap. For a recap, it was maybe one of the best recaps. It's like short and anime, but now we're finally to the storyline. We finally get the Nighteye, Sir Nighteye, Sensei Nighteye is finally there. We get Bubble Girl as well, right? And of course, we had the Miro interaction and so on. But yeah, I think it's the first time I've ever seen Bubble Girl, right? Nighteye has been shown last season, but not really what he can do and so on, right? So it's a great first introduction here. He walks in there, sees her like tormenting Bubble Girl. He's like, yeah, sense. He's gonna be a great teacher. And Deku and Mirio does the whole All Might face there. It's like I was impressed him with my prepared my whole life to do the All Might face. Yeah. Oh, that was good. So I think the last part of the episode was really, really good. Like the last 5 or so minutes, right, roughly there. And before that, we said little All Might, Deku and Mirio together. That was cute, and I love the host. Like, what hero do you want to be, right? What is your goal as a hero? And then of course Deku is like this general. I want to be everyone's best hero and save everyone and so on. Deku is of course very, very wholesome, right? Not like Ureka, he wants to make money. No, but like they have different goals, right? So that was a great scene. But I have to say this thing though. People are there and everything. But I have to say this thing, right? I think the first half or so wasn't so interesting. Yeah, okay, we got a little the bad guys, that is true. But I still felt like, how do I say it? I feel the first 10 minutes, roughly, not all of them, because we still have some bad guys there, but like it feels slowly paced, right? Like it's coming off after this recap, and I still feel they're kind of like recapping in depth, right? You see what I mean? I feel yes, we see the bad guys, but they're also explaining like, oh yeah, All Might, he's pretty strong, yeah, like it's still, and yes, they're recapping the best match ever, right? So it's a good recap because it's, again, that is the best thing, best fight last year, yeah. Like the reason why I bought this thing, as I always keep saying, right? But so of course, it's still good. I'm not saying like, oh, can I watch it again? Yeah, I'm saying what I feel is like it's coming off after a recap episode where they also recapped that fight, like for like a minute or two. To no surprise, because it creates the biggest fight so far in the anime, right? So of course they're gonna recap the All Might's last fight there, of course. So I think that felt in the beginning of the episode, to be honest, to me felt a little bit, oh yeah, they're gonna recap that you saw in other recaps. So it's like a recap after a recap, right? A little bit of that. But I think the general episode was good though. But I just want to say that though, because I always say, I want to be honest, right? I want to be like, the episode was good overall, but I feel the first minutes there felt a little, okay, here we go again. Yeah, beat us with the dead horse, yeah, like same thing again. But afterwards, we get into the whole, okay, well, here what gonna be, right? There was a great scene. I love when All Might is looking at Mirio and Deku talking, and they're like being happy. He's like, yeah, that's the future. So I think that was great. That's probably my favorite scene overall, where we kind of see All Might just like kind of relaxing and be like, yeah, these two guys, they're gonna carry on my legacy. Like he's like, I love them. Like I think that was a really good scene. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful. So I like that scene a lot. That was a very good scene. And like of course you're seeing Nighteye and him introducing Bubble Girl. I can't wait for people getting angry at that. I mean, people being angry already at Hado in the opening, so I can't wait for people to be like, what's happening to Bubble Girl in episode 1 or episode 2? Yeah, episode 2, yeah. What's it doing to Bubble Girl, the new girl? And you should also note that Bubble Girl, right, is a character that is designed by a fan. So I don't remember exactly the details now. It was a few years ago, but people were some competition, and the winner got to design a new character then for My Academia. And then we knew then designed Bubble Girl. So I think that's pretty cool, actually. I think we could that happen more in manga, so one where we can have some fan submissions and so on. Obviously, in a good way, though. No, I mean a good way. I mean like in quality, right? Bubble Girl looks hot. She's like, great under boobies, and she's clearly like fitting character for Academia. Yeah, but seriously, like, powers like Bubble. Yeah, so he was named. She's like some kind of bubble quirk, right? I don't want to go into detail, but you can probably imagine what she can do with bubbles as a quirk. She can squirt a lot, yeah, basically. But so yeah, it's like I think that's a pretty cool thing. I'll talk about it a little bit here, but I like it. Yeah, like it's it has to be on the quality though, right? Like if something would happen to another manga, say like One Piece for example, you would have to imagine that. Well, the character has to be very into the Oda style and so on, right? And so I mean, the requirements will be quite hefty, but of course there are like a million people out there that wants to do that, right? They can do different kind of qualities. You can probably find a lot of good stuff, right? That would be an amazing thing for someone to do that. And of course, it's going to be like a sport character, Bubble Girl. I would say it's a big spoiler, but she's not she's not the main character, right? so I mean, you're just gonna design like the most important characters. So I liked it with Bubble Girl. I liked it a lot. That she's actually designed, from a fan. I can't remember the name of the fan or whatever, but probably like an inspiring manga artist, a mangaka that one day then might be a mangaka. Pretty good on your resume, right? Like, oh yeah, I did Bubble Girl in My Academia. It's like, well, really? That's a pretty good. Yeah, that's probably a really good important resume, and it's probably very high, hard to win it, right? Very high competition, right? So I think it's cool, Bubble Girl. But yeah, I think after this episode, no, but I would say that I think after this week now, I think it did really start, right? Because now we have the nice introduction, we have Deku meeting him, we have Bubble Girl there, we have Miro there, we have that new team, the new party, and now it's like, let's get to action, right? The internship's gonna start, so I think that is really like, next week, it's like, it's really gonna be amazing. But yeah, I love the last 10 or so minutes, really good. And otherwise, that's a little bit like recapping. But anyway, that's it for my review. See you guys later tonight with We Never Learn. the long Japanese name. We Never Learn. Subscribe for that. And of course tomorrow like Vinland Saga and One Piece, right? And if you didn't see my other shonen right yesterday, we did of course like Dr. Stone, Fire Force. Så jag så måste vara mass number shonen. Och Back Clover så. Subscribe for that guys. And I'll see you guys later tonight with horror anime.